Bruh, sometimes, man, these bankers don't even know what they talking about, man. Like, it's wild. It's frustrating. But it is what it is. I always advise that people have more than one business bank account for their business, right? And the more business banking relationships that you have, the better in the first place. Because you're developing these relationships with multiple banks, you're gonna ultimately get more funding. Business funding in 2024 is gonna almost require you to open up these business bank accounts. Do you feel like you can control how people feel?
Sometimes I feel like that there's a thing. It depends. Like if you know someone has a button. No, I feel like no one has that type of power unless you have that type of power. I guess over yourself.
Over yourself.
But everyone could be not everybody could be a boss.
I'm glad you said that.
But everybody could be a boss. You know what
Everybody has the potential, but what is potential without taking action? Like it's almost like saying knowledge is power. Like it's played out. It's like knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge. Like I can't comprehend anybody that wouldn't want the opportunity to duplicate their ability to raise capital. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bank with only one bank. I'd have had clients get their account shut down for no reason at all. And he logged in his joint. It said frozen. Did it say seized by the?
Couldn't even log in.
Bro, nightmare, bro.
Couldn't even log in.
Boom, we back with another one. What up? What's going on, man? It's Delete King 850 for the Delete Kings podcast, and I got here with me.
What's the word of CVO? You already know what's going on.
Yeah, man. You ain't got whispered, though. You know what I'm saying? We got this energy today because we feeling good. We definitely been making progress. Whole lot of progress. It's been a while, been a few weeks, but consistency is what it is, man. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all like what y'all hearing, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But straight into it, man. We've been getting to the bag, getting to the money, getting funding, getting results, getting new clients. Literally walked in here. He was doing a consultation. What, you just got a new client locked in?
Man, well, he was actually already a client before.
Yeah?
I had to fix his credit. Had a shitload of shit. Got him pretty much where he needs to be, 40, 50. And man, he was like, I really want to tap in on the business stuff because he had a little situation where he tried the business funding himself and get the results he thought he was going to get.
Tried it on his own, didn't get the results he wanted to get. Hey, man, it be like that sometimes, but it's not much to tap in, you know what I mean? So a lot of what you're going to hear, we're going to let y'all know about the community y'all can join to really get the data points that you need. And on this podcast, we're going to be dropping a whole lot of game where y'all ain't got to guess, We're going to tell you from our experience, each getting well over 6 figures in business funding, and we can show you the blueprint for how to really do this. So that's what we specialize in at the end of the day. Not to be repetitive, y'all know what we up to and everything. Yeah. So when it comes to the funding, I mean, what did he say he did wrong?
He ain't tapping with the Delete Kings.
So, man.
For real? Yeah. Realistically, that's what he did wrong. Like, he was trying to be as structured as possible, but as you know, data points everything. We got real results. So for the simple fact that he kind of came in with what he thought he knew, and like I said, he didn't like the results. So I had already told him, like, man, I just got my guy, you know what I'm saying? One of my boys, one of my partners, my right hand, like, boom. We already got him some funding.
You know that momentum is up there, and his business is, it's 2 years old, but
man, it's over 2 years for real. Like, but that's not even a point. Like, we were, even outside the business being 2 years old, we literally perfectly structured the business. You know what I'm saying? We were able to, boom, we got the website, business address, the whole 9 yards.
Even a personal. I remember at one point we was building up that personal report. Letting them trade lines hit, paying down them cards.
Yeah, no,
it's like a science to it.
Green bean.
You know what I mean? It's a science to it. And at a certain point, we just looked at it. It's like, man, we got the connections. It's time to go. So, man, we going to show y'all a lot more about that. We've been dropping podcasts and just even vlogs. Everything that we got going on, we dropping on our YouTube channel for y'all to see it in real life because there's no cap at the end of the day. So if y'all subscribe, y'all going to see who we're talking about in the near future, when we really secure the 6 figures we aiming for. And part of the process is like with anybody, any client, the new client that you just got and the one we been getting funded, is opening up those business checking accounts, right? In 2024, those banking relationships are key. I've been opening up accounts lately for other businesses that I've had. Got to have more than one business too, which is another topic, and more reasons why you should do that. But I had this other LLC that I was like, man, let me go get a checking account open for this. And typically, I'll look for the business accounts that got 0% interest. And I seen this bank that I bank with for a long time on the personal side. But I went online and I seen that they had 0% card on the business side.
Which bank?
Huntington.
Oh, the green bank?
The green joint. And I was telling you about that. I was about to text the chat, but I'll tell you what happened right now. So pretty much I'm seeing a 0% card, 0% interest for a year. And at one point I seen it, and at one point I didn't, but I walked into the bank doing my research. You gotta, go into the bank, do your research. Mm-hmm. And, politic with the bankers to get the real answers. Like, hey, I seen this card on your app, but I'm not seeing it no more. But he told me, he was like, he's like, oh, you don't see it all. I mean, when we set up the account, yeah, it's still available. We can set you up, and, it's on the back end. He said something to the nature of they still got that card, but it just wasn't on the website. I was like, seems odd, but the business banker would know what he's talking about, right?
Right.
Man, so I go to the appointment. Actually, I emailed him, didn't get back to me until like 48 hours later. Randomly, I'm looking for my debit card. I'm getting my docs together. I'm printing out all my docs. I always have all my docs ready to go before any bank appointment to save time, So I'm printing everything out, and then he calls me before I get in my car to actually drive down to the bank. It's kind of ironic. Long story short, I open up this account 40 minutes in, and this guy is looking for this damn card that got the 0%. They ain't got it. I'm like, bro, that's the whole reason I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Bruh, sometimes, man, these bankers don't even know what they talking about, man. Like, it's wild. It's frustrating. But it is what it is. I did not apply for the other one they had. They had this other cashback card, which is cool. But, man, sometimes you just got to, I don't know, sometimes I'll be educating these bankers on what NAICS code I got to use, and don't put me in that box, don't put me in that category. It's like, it's tough sometimes, but you got to do your own research before you go into these banks and be strategic about which bank you about to get funding with. Set up these bank accounts for a reason. Like, the main reason I wanted to get into this bank was strictly for that 0%. I really had too much other reason to go there, for real. You had some situations like that before where bankers were giving you a hard time based on something you knew already?
No, not really. As far as trying to think, I mean, it wasn't more of shit that I knew. It was more of a situation I felt like. So I went in with my partner, opened up his business account. Right now, when we got in there, we're he pays for consulting. We're consultants. We help people structure and get to where they need to be. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm there helping him make sure he's structured and where he needs to be.
Right.
So he's getting all the accounts together. We're making sure the NAICS code is where it needs to be, the revenue, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, he's like, all right, bet. Give me your stuff. Cool. We handed him all the paperwork. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go in the back. I'll be right back with all your paperwork. We're gonna get everything open. Cool. We're sitting there. We're waiting. Then he comes back with his manager, was like, sorry, we can't open up your business right now. Hold on, guys. Baby mama's calling me. Gotta pause. Hello. Here, I'm open.
You can keep it running. But yeah, man, so banker pretty much wasting my time. But is it a waste of time? I don't know, because that is diversifying the accounts to make sure that at the end of the day, I got more accounts to work with. You don't want to bank with only one bank. I'd have had clients get their account shut down for no reason at all, right? Maybe they were, before they were even clients of mine, maybe they already just had an existing relationship with a specific bank. So I always advise that people have more than one business bank account for their business, right? And the more business banking relationships that you have, the better in the first place. Because you're developing these relationships with multiple banks, you're gonna ultimately get more funding. So, man, I was thinking the other day, man, I recommend 5 business bank accounts for each business that you have. And if it's a lot to keep up with, cool, it's a lot to keep up with, but welcome to the game of entrepreneurship, right? Some people might not agree with that advice, but I would say, yeah, man, have you enough bank accounts to be versatile and to be able to do what you got to do on the back end. You're going to have to fund these accounts, develop these relationships, but typically business funding in 2024 is going to almost require you to open up these business bank accounts. Another one that I got open recently was Wells Fargo. Now, let me tell y'all the story about Wells Fargo, man. Man, I've been trying to get with Wells Fargo for a minute, so I'm happy to announce I finally got in the door. Wells Fargo, say what you will about them, right? I done heard the worst things about Wells Fargo compared to any other top 7 bank in the nation. But they're similar to like Chase in a way that they do funding from what I've seen, from what I've heard, and from what I've seen with my own eyes. Like I've had other business associates get their $50,000 on one 0% credit card. And all last year, they ain't even had no 0% business credit card. But with them, the data points is pretty much you're able to get a business line of credit if you have strong enough cash flow going through that Wells Fargo checking account, right? And if you bank with them for a specific amount of time. There's some banks that you can't just go in there day one, open up a checking account and get funding. It literally says on their website, you got to be banking with them for at least 2 months to even apply for a business credit card, right? So I've been waiting to get in there for a minute. And fun little story time, like I wouldn't even call it fun, but little story time, what happened to me, like low key, Wells Fargo was low key well known for either being racist, discriminating, redlining, or making fake additional accounts for the customers. You know, they hit headlines a lot, right? And I don't want to come on here and talk shit about Wells Fargo or whatever. Also, ultimately, I still went and opened up a business checking account with them for a reason, right? Because I don't really care what them headlines talking about. If you got some money over there, we coming to get that bag, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, my personal experience with Wells Fargo, man, it started off with I walk into a bank. Keep in mind, I make the appointment, I'm walking in, and there's not too many Wells Fargo branches in my state. But I make the account like a week in advance. I walk in, I'm on time, but the bank is full of people, long line. I'm sitting there for like 40 minutes. I'm dressed proper, businessman, you know. I end up working with a banker. I think she was a personal banker, but they gave her permission to open up business bank accounts. But she didn't really understand, like, she was just weird. I'm gonna just put it like that, man. I'm not a fan of small talk when it comes to opening up business checking accounts, but at the end of the day, you can have a little enthusiasm about your job, man. A little bit, you know, like don't be a robot, but most of these bankers are just robots. They're just typing on the screen. Like, and the thing, oh man, when they be having typos, I'm like, bro, they be having your ID and they still do a typo. Like they looking at it. I'm like, how like uneducated do you have to be? Like, what's the real qualification to be a banker these days, man? It annoys the hell out of me. Like you would think the one job you have is to copy and paste information that's printed out already in front of you. Cause I come prepared, y'all, but not to be long-winded, man. I walk into this bank. I'm ready to pretty much open my business checking account and establish this business relationship with Wells Fargo, top 10 bank in the nation, right? And so she's like, asking me if I had a Wells Fargo credit card in the past. Cool. So I'm probably in the system if they look up my social, just being a part of Wells Fargo at the very least, right? In the system, right? So cool. That'll maybe fast track the personal information and then ask you the business information. And then like, she's like, I just didn't like her vibe, nothing about it, man. By the time she's asking me about my open deposit, probably only had like $1,000 in like cash in my pocket, but I went there trying to make a impression, like when it comes to data points, right? Because I had a check for $90,000 I was ready to deposit into this Wells Fargo account, right? So I didn't bring out the cash. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna deposit 90. Keep in mind, this is a business checking account. This ain't no regular fucking, I would never try this with a fucking personal bank account, right? But then she does the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Out of all the 20 business, out of the 20 bank accounts I've ever opened in my life, she like leaves my session mid-session and like goes to the back with my check. I'm thinking she's going to deposit it, but then she just comes back and she's like, she's asking me questions. How'd you get this check? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's odd. Why she asked me all these questions? I'm like, it's for services rendered. Like, it's really not much to even be discussed for real, you know? Long story short, man, she walks back over. She's like, oh, we can't open this account. It was just, she just like made an excuse like why she couldn't open up the account. I feel like, and I don't really like to use a race card for real, but I was like, damn, I ain't never, like y'all literally famous for, I don't know how much of this story I'm gonna keep in here, but I'm gonna just tell it like it is and then chop it down a little bit later.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So, in a situation where you're a business owner, you got bajillion things you gotta do.
Yeah.
You're a public figure, technically. You know what I'm saying? Anything of that nature. You're on. You know what I'm saying? You're not an average Joe. You don't answer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're damn near rich. I'm gonna just say you rich, you good, you wealthy. You feel me?
You got your shit.
You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers is making that bread. And it's like, okay, you got a situation where like you got kids, you feel me? Now, with your lady, is she just there taking care of the kids? You know what I'm saying? You making sure she good, take care of the kids, whatever you need, I got you. Or she wants to be out too, hanging out. She want to go out, this and that. But
you got kids. Your outside life is pretty much
it's dead, right?
Pretty much. I don't want to say it, but I don't got kids, so I can't really speak. But
so technically, or individual working. Don't put me. So let's just say individual working, and his work is fun. He gets to do cool motherfucking shit. He's invited with all the celebrities, the whole 9 yards.
His life has purpose.
His life has
direction.
Purpose. You feel me? And it's literally just happens to be fun. Just happens to be one of the coolest things people really want to do. Like motherfuckers really want to sell their soul sometimes to be in the entertainment industry or to touch certain money that we touching. You feel me? And it's like, what the fuck? Like, just because motherfuckers is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's an entrepreneurship is not a 9 to 5. An entrepreneurship is 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
365 days a week. A year.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It don't
that
stop.
Shit don't change.
Yeah.
It don't stop. Jeff Bezos is not taking no, you know what I'm saying? Even if he's on his yacht, he's still working. You know what I'm saying? He got his computer. He got his meeting calls, whatever. Shit, he just made another billion right there.
Funny thing about work is like, it's more about your life just becoming revenue generating so that every hour is not really a waste. You know what I mean? There's family time, but then there's like, whatever you do, get it how you live, they say. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like networking, communication, this podcast, broadcasting, like promotion, everything is a get it how you live type of thing. Not everybody got that luxury like you're explaining. It's like people can't always comprehend the idea of what entrepreneurship actually is, because it's like it is a lifestyle, but it's a choice. But it's not you clock in, you clock out. It's like, there's no clocking out of.
Right?
Yeah, there's no clocking
so
out.
Is there something wrong with pretty much that lifestyle? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, to the people that don't understand it. To the people that can't comprehend it, there is something wrong.
Right.
It's two type of people in this earth. There's many different types of people, but mentality is, you know, it is what it is. Like your mindset is a big thing. It's a big deal. Like is these type of people and these type of people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's crazy to me because, like I said, person got, you know what I'm saying, got a family, everybody straight. Motherfucker, the breadwinner, like he got shit he gotta do.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's because it's fun. It seems like a problem. You know what I'm saying? Just for
even if it was fun, it should be like smiles. Like you got, you know, anybody in a social circle in any category, when you see somebody that you know having a smile on his face or whatever, you're supportive of that smile on his face regardless of whatever, you know what I mean? Business or personal, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
And-
at all
and-
times, yeah.
and that's how you would hope it would be. But you know what I'm saying? What is it like? How do you handle a situation where you that lifestyle good? You know what I'm saying? And just because your lifestyle good, you got a person at home, they're like, oh well, I'm at home with the kids.
They lifestyle good. They at home with the kids. That's good, bro. You got a blessing. Like, bro, kids are amazing, bro.
Taken care of, rent paid, roof over the head, everybody good.
Yeah, I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem with that.
You know
If
what I'm
somebody's
saying?
fed, sheltered, and relaxing,
But
they ain't
it's like,
stressing.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to, go out and, what you're doing is fun. And, I want to do this, that, and the third. But it's like, you want to go out. I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing my lifestyle. I'm not at the club. I'm not bullshitting. No, like you just said, you walked in with me locking in a client.
Oh yeah.
I'm at my location. I'm at my place of business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing business,
Mm-hmm.
networking,
Yeah.
doing more business right here. This is a podcast. This is a business. This is a brand, a lifestyle. We trying to show people and tell people, look, what we do is real. We really get motherfuckers the bag. We really
Exactly.
are able to do certain things where average motherfuckers don't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And and it sucks that some people that don't the people that don't comprehend that and that can't comprehend that type of lifestyle is because one, they can't reach it themselves. They don't want to reach it. They don't have the mental bandwidth to even, what do I do? Where do I start? This and that, like that shit sucks. For like sometimes as us individuals living that lifestyle, like damn, how am I hurting you when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? How am I making you feel that way when I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing?
How do you feel about when people say, do you feel like you can control how people feel?
I feel like you can. Yeah, I feel like that's true, low key. You can sometimes control.
You can control how people feel?
Sometimes I feel like that there's a thing. It depends. Like if you know someone has a button, you know what I'm saying. You know you can damn near control their feelings a little bit. You can.
I'll put that in. So I think there's a word called semantics, right? So I don't want to play semantics. I think there's manipulation in a category, and then controlling how people feel is almost in the manipulation category, but maybe I'm referring to control in the sense that you have that full authority. Like, you know how we can control this knob, raise up the gain, like it's fully within your power. But the idea of controlling how somebody feels to that degree.
No, I feel like no one has that type of power unless you have that type of power, I guess, over yourself.
But not over other people. Yeah. It's like, I had to learn that shit the hard way. Like, whether it's the way we communicate with people, whether you mean well, you know, communicating, whatever you mean, they can interpret whatever you're saying completely based on how they feel. And in their feelings, it's like, I don't even know how to touch their feelings. Like, cause it's like, then you'll start looking for the words they want to hear. You'll start trying to actually, like, damn, there's certain stuff you don't really got zero control over, because they can interpret every word you say and then they're going to plug it to how they feel about it and then attach it. And then it's like, you can't unattach it. It's like, yo, I'm trying to speak English here. Like, you know what I mean? So sometimes you don't even bother getting people to understand or comprehend, because you can't change somebody's mind or a mindset. I had a friend of mine, we were talking, and then she brought up somebody's problem, and I almost made a comment like, there's some problems ain't even worth knowing about. Mm-hmm. And she almost got offended herself, like, oh, well, I'm like, I didn't mean that in a malicious way. I just mean like, man, I feel sorry about whoever has that problem, but it's just like, I know you got your problems. It's like now you're telling me about somebody I don't even know their problems, and then I feel bad for them. And it's just like, but the mental bandwidth for entrepreneurs is like, when I say that, I didn't mean that in a rude way. Like, some problems are not worth knowing about. It's like some people feel how they feel. I understand where my powers lie. I wish I had solutions. I wish I had solutions for that third party they mentioned. You know what I mean? And it goes back to like, man, you're trying to communicate somebody and you're using the best words possible to make them feel a certain way, and it's not going there. They're not getting it. It's deeper than that,
It has to be, because there's no way you can sit here and be like, hey, I'm going to take care of you. Take care of whatever you need, whatever's needed. I got you.
Yeah.
Still be that way. Like, what? Like, how is that even logical? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that I felt that doesn't feel, there's any appreciation or respect to the actual sacrifice that goes behind an entrepreneur. You feel me? What, like, we actually have to do, what we actually put up with. I'm sorry that I don't have a 9-to-5 where it's like, hey, type these words in 1,000 times and at this time clock out and you're done with the day, and then go home and be with the family for $10 an hour. No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some people, honestly, like, I don't mean to bag or bash, but if you like that, you know your worth, and that's your worth, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? My worth, I feel I'm worth millions. My people around me, we feel like we're worth millions because of the actual creativity that we have, the motivation, the dedication, and the actual risk that we take outside of the people that just go to their work in 9 to 5. We're trying to be like your boss, unfortunately. I'm sorry. We want people like you to come work for us to make us money because y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing. Almost. You feel me? And everyone could be not everybody could be a boss.
I'm glad you said that.
But everybody could be a boss. You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
has the potential, but what is potential without taking action?
Exactly.
Without, like, somebody was talking about like, it's almost like saying knowledge is power. Like, it's played out. It's like knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge, like,
exactly,
to know. Somebody said, "Oh, like, I knew that, but I just can't do that." And I'm like, no. If you knew better, you would do better. Exactly. So don't tell me you know to do something and you're literally not doing it.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean?
And then almost blame you for it because you're
taking
the risk and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and they're getting left behind. Like,
they can't even comprehend.
Exactly. Like, damn. I could talk to a motherfucker. Like, there's times I talk to a client and be like, yo, let's do it. Let's run it. I got the knowledge of this shit. We can get this shit going. We could run. We could run the table. Let's go get this bag. Let's go invest. Let's go crazy. And they be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna tap in. Let's get this work together. And 6 months later, they're like, man, bro, you ready? Can I get on a call again? Can we go over? Like, what? Like, you don't understand that I didn't invest into a property already. I already got cars. I got this. I got, like, what you waiting for, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, they not taking an initiative. They not putting forth that effort. And it's like, oh, damn.
What do they be saying? What do they be saying? What? Because you can have a basket of excuses, or
man, they'll be like,
or
9 times out of 10, like, it's, life.
The results.
Well, their
results, like, they don't fit
life.
in the same box. Results, excuses. I mean, I get it. We all got the same 24, but it's just like, yeah, we're trying to help you get rid of those excuses. Whatever you got going on, when you tap in, you can follow the footsteps instead of, playing a guessing game, whatever. Do what I do what I like. We can show you better than we can tell you. So we're not just telling you, we can show you, like, take this step for better or for worse. I can promise you couple months from now, you're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank me that you took this step that I told you to do. Like I was just thinking the other day, like, man, if I in hindsight, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I started my businesses, and my first mentor was putting me on game, I wish he done told me open up 5 LLCs, not 2. Open up 5. He didn't even have to really tell me. He should have just stressed the importance. Open up 5. Start with 5. I may have not wrapped my head around it fully, but I did what he told me to do with the first 2. But in hindsight, I was like, man, I wish he told me to open up 5. Just start with 5. So I'm telling you.
And just to top on that, that's exactly why we want y'all to tap into our mentorship. You know what I'm saying? You tap into the Delete Kingdom. Oh my God, we gonna tell you literally, like how you probably got like 10 businesses by now, for real.
Yes,
I know literally. I know I got what, 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I even got out of state businesses. You feel me? So it's the simple fact that we gonna structure you and tell you what you need to be doing, and we gonna walk you through it. You know what I'm saying? A mentorship is not you paying someone and we gonna send you a little course. No, you paying to sit at this table with us.
Exactly.
We finna walk you into these banks. We're gonna solely structure you so you can see the results. And now it's like now you became you were a mentor, not a mentor. You were, you know what I'm saying? You were a mentee. You were a mentee. Now you become partner.
Exactly.
Where it's like, hey, I just got a call. My contractor or a development property, this, that, they want this much. You in or not? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you have means. Now you're able to invest in the shit that you want to invest in on top of opportunities that come to you. That come knocking you. You know what I'm saying? Like that 5, like what 5?
Right now we got the group where you can get in and get a lot of information on a monthly fee. On a monthly fee that's affordable for everybody.
School, right?
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna give out a lot of game. You got that one-on-one. If you feel like that community right there where you can be involved with other entrepreneurs, man, if you want to scale it up from there, you get in that community, cool, that's where you start. But you want that one-on-one, undivided attention for us to be an open book.
Yeah.
You know, we try and give y'all enough game on this podcast as well. But man, like when I tell you the time that I spend with my VIP, it's like they hit my line anytime. You know what I mean? Hit my line anytime, and then however long it takes.
Pull up. We talking pull up. Like this ain't like just phone call, text, lollygag. No, we right here in the flesh. I'm a real person. Come talk to me. Come see me because there's 9 times out of 10 I got a whole bunch of other shit I could do. You pull up right in my face, I can hone in on you. You know what I'm saying? And okay, cool. We get that shit done. And even while you're here chilling, probably networking with the people I have around me, I can still now go get some more work done. You feel me? I'm on my computer, pushing in this, making a phone call, this and that. Like, the work don't stop. You know what I'm saying? We have a headquarters, HQ, it's high quality, and it's also a headquarters because everybody that's in here can really hone in and you can network.
Yeah.
So it's not only you tapping in with us, shit, the guy next to me, the guy, he could be one, an artist, a big-time artist, you know, recording in here, or 2, a business partner that got 10, 30 businesses, or another opportunity for a motherfucker that just got tapped in with us, got the bag with us, ready to, you know what I'm saying, change their life for real.
100%. At the end of the day, man, what we trying to build is a bunch of kings and queens at the end of the day. And I send the editor a lot. My bad.
So you saying build a bunch of kings and queens, like the goal. I was the mentee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm partnering. Now you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we already have a podcast of I appreciate everything you do. You know what I'm saying? But tell the people, what does it take to really do what we do? How can we be? How can they become kings and queens for it without giving them the sauce? You know what I'm saying? But what does it take, like, to really be like us?
Man, you need at least 6 figures, bro. You need at least 6 figures and 0% business funding. You know, so if we got that blueprint for you, right? Whether it's an ebook, whether it's a small community, whatever, like however much information we can give you to at least cross 6 figures, boom, now you can start operating with us and we can do business together. You know, we not only gonna set up your business bank accounts like I've been talking about earlier, we're gonna set up the merchant accounts and tell you how not to get shut down, how to be in compliance and all these things, using the right codes, setting up with the right bankers, relationships that we'd already banked with for years and years and years. So at the end of the day, man, we're trying to get everybody in the circle at least 6 figures. But it can't happen if you ain't got no LLC. It can't happen if you're not willing to invest that little $100. Something to start with. You got to be able to start. You able to be able to tap in. Don't just say, "Oh, I'm interested." Blah blah blah. Don't see us pass you by, because when you at least have a business, everybody around us got to have a business.
Yeah.
Registered entity that they can get funding with, because I can't even comprehend not having a business. You know what I'm saying? I can't comprehend not having a registered LLC. We didn't talk to a lot of people. Maybe their LLC damn near expired. Just go reinstate it.
Exactly.
Thank you. At least you planted that seed. At least something clicked in your brain long time ago to go at least stamp that joint.
Because, man, that age is a motherfucker.
That age,
that
bro.
Age back, because I just had a client. I just had a potential client. I didn't even client. He ain't client. He ain't locked in yet. But based on everything he showed me, he's literally almost a green bean. He had a business that he made in 2016 and it dissolved in 2017, and it's just over the 6 years, because if your business dissolves, you have 6 years to do it online, to reinstate it online. But if it's older than that, you gotta go to the Secretary of State and do all that paperwork yourself. You feel me? So
because they want to know,
exactly.
like you bringing this back from the dead.
Exactly. So I told him, like, bro, you're tweaking. Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a new one." I was like, "No." Why? As soon as you bring that motherfucker life, you hit him with the clear.
Age.
If you died today, if I died right here in front of you and you hit me with, I still retain my age, right? I'm still what?
Boom.
I'm still 26, right?
Exactly. And now you can go get to the bag. All right, go give me some money. You telling your LLC to go get you some money, man.
Exactly.
I can't comprehend anybody that wouldn't want the opportunity to duplicate their ability to raise capital. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. I need multiple LLCs, because even, some banks, they might have an issue with your business even being reinstated. They might, "Oh, you're not 2 years old, you reinstated." I had that issue before. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. That's how transparent we gonna be on this podcast, man. They gonna try and chop your age in half because you ain't file on time. So never be more than 3 months late on filing your annual fee.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, the annual fee. I gotta kind of a story, little kickback, cause man, one of my guys, their businesses, he had just hit us. He got the IRS knocking on his door.
Tell me about it.
Man, he had a business.
Mm-hmm.
It's been active since 2020 and ain't filed a goddamn thing.
Been active since 2020, and he didn't file anything, and he got letters in the mail from the IRS.
Yep.
He has a lot of business bank accounts.
The one.
Give me some detail. I want to learn from whatever you're about to say,
pretty
bro.
much they were like, just, hey, y'all ain't filed that shit. Y'all owe us some money. We froze your bank account. We froze your business card. And we took the money. We seized it. And you guys still owe us like $2,800, $2,600.
Oh, I thought you was about to say like 5 figures or something.
Oh, no. But we got to think about it, though. On a business account, yeah, there was some paper going through it, but ain't paper like we going through. You know
it wasn't even on what we got going on. Like,
no, it was. They ain't touch what we got going on. So
damn,
it's one of those where the situation just fell because motherfuckers went on point, and then I go look up like, bro, it's not in good standing. It says it's not in good standing, and it's been 3 months late, not good standing. So they like they sent the letter late fee, but not filing, not being on point with the business. Even if you made $0, tell them you made $0. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are they gonna do? Come after you? You didn't make no money. They're like, no,
bro. Buy a truck and say you wrote it off with that section 179.
You know what I'm saying? So now bank accounts is frozen. Credit cards is frozen.
That sounds like a nightmare, bro.
Yeah, crazy.
I can't. He logged in his joint. It said frozen. Did it say seized by the?
Couldn't even log in,
bro. Nightmare, bro.
Couldn't even log in.
Hey man, that's why we trying to build this up. We trying to build this community up so that we can have only like-minded individuals in the community. It's school.com/A50. It's real simple. But if you're really trying to get that one-on-one, that's not a problem either. We gonna give you the game, and then you want that higher level connection. It is what it is. We gonna get you together. The goal is at bare minimum. We talking 6 figures on everybody. We talking 6 figures for everybody to get their business together. So you can come correct. If you ain't got no LLC established, don't even worry about it. We gonna get you together at the least. That's the least we can do. We can do that on a 15-minute phone call. Right. We got YouTube videos talking about how to get your LLC, whatever state you in. It's all there. It's all there in the community. I know that for sure. So, yeah, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like there's a couple more data points. We gonna do these more often, more frequent, more consistent, and go more into detail when it comes to getting these accounts open, and just building.
Yeah.
But yeah, got family to take care of. You know, I know you've been working all day and all of that. So appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, brother, and everybody who's out there. You know, just let y'all know it's been a minute because we haven't did this podcast, but I am a newly father. You know, I just had a son.
The fourth, and it was crazy. Today is 4 weeks since he's been born. You know what I'm saying? That's
so
what's up.
It's almost a whole month, but it's definitely a blessing. It makes me want to go harder, work a little harder, and just live for him, you know, because at the end of the day, everything I do, you know, I want to give to him. So
I was going to ask you about, like, because they be saying when a kid pops out and then you see your kid for the first time, it's this overwhelming feel of joy and pride and also just responsibility and like, word, you couldn't control it. Like, it was really that in real life? Because I hear about it in the movies, but like...
Yes, bro. It's a different feeling. It's like, oh, shit. Like, look what I created. Like, that's part of me.
Legacy, bro.
And it's like, not only that, like, it's crazy because, like I said, I was able to pass on, you know, my not only my name, but my father and my grandfather's name. So it was a better joy. And they always say, like, hey, when they bring you the baby and all that stuff clean, they say always do skin to skin.
Oh yeah, I be hearing it because you be seeing the pictures of the baby on the shirtless father too.
Yep, you know what I'm saying.
So I was always like, oh, that's probably a thing, you know, like
so skin to skin. So my girl did 30 minutes. I did 30 minutes. Literally, I had all my hair on his hand and shit. Funny, but literally it was just like you feel it, like and even now, like. It's just so aware. You're so aware when you're a parent now. Like, so he's a little bigger now, but there's some times that we'll lay a little tired, I'll fall asleep, but he'll just be here. I'll have him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be so stiff. I'll be knocked. And like, if he move, I'm up. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my cub. You know, that's just the instinct. You feel me? And it's crazy when they say this stuff, and it's, I don't know, it's a ball of fucking joy for real. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm telling you, I be working. I be even doing credit stuff, and he be sitting right there just laying down on my chest. I'll be on my computer like this. I'll lay back so he can lay properly. I'll get close and just try to call people. I know you done know the guys that done FaceTime me. He be.
Yeah, he right there.
Like, my boy.
Yeah, man. I seen him, man.
It's great.
I'm glad he came out healthy.
Yes.
You know, he got the right influence, man. And we can start him off young, bro. It's a young king right there. Out the womb, you know what I'm saying?
I already got the Social Security card. We already put the trade lines on that.
I'm saying, bro, you can be bro, get them trade lines on his joint. You gonna start building credit. From day one, bro.
It's beautiful. That's why I'm gonna teach him right. He's gonna learn from all my mistakes, and he gonna turn them into lessons and wins at the end of the day. And I'm gonna make sure that, again, everyone around me, you know, that's gonna, like, anybody that's around me is then they're gonna be around his life. You know what I'm saying? Because the people around me that I have now, my core people, that's family to me. You know what I'm saying? So, the motherfuckers, all my brothers and all my people that's uncle to him, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, the people around me are also going to teach you some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from these individuals because these individuals are not only like-minded like me, they're kings and queens themselves.
Exactly.
And they on their own path, and they strive, and they live, and they fucking succeeding. And
exactly,
that's the type of people that I would love my son to be around. Like, hey, go hang out with Uncle B-Lo on the yacht, and then fucking Uncle Ty on the jet just came down, and we going, you know what I'm saying? Like
getting
real
stuff done.
shit, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
I love it. I'm just excited. I'm excited to see him grow. 4 weeks in, and I feel like he was just born yesterday. It's crazy. Time is flying. That naive, like, can't even fathom.
Sheesh, man. That's what's up, man. Congrats on that.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's just amazing, man. Ain't no other words for life, man. We just gotta be. Those are blessings, man. Yeah. Blessings. That motivates me. You know, still got some time, but
well, your about to be cooked out. You better hurry up and pop them babies.
I know, man.
To my people that don't got babies, my niggas, like, we finna ball out. So I need y'all to start popping these babies around this motherfucker, cause.
Jeez, bro. I remember when he got the news for real, bro. I remember we got the news. He was looking at his phone like, bro, like he was trying to calculate it. I was like, bro, you gonna be straight.
Yeah, no, it's still surreal, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? I got a good support and core group with my family and outside my family. So I don't see nothing ever. You know, I don't want to, you know, knock on wood, nothing bad happen, but I see us prospering in everything that, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, now every minute counts.
No, exactly. No matter what situation or what happens. So
appreciate y'all for tuning in this far, man. We're gonna have a lot more content for you. We got the course available. We got the website, the links, everything in the bio for you to book a consultation. Get some funding. You already know what to do.
Yes,
Delete King 850, where they find you at,
Delete
bro?
King CVO Films. You know, Delete King Empire is what we about. You know what I'm saying? We the team is getting bigger. Next podcast, you know, we gonna have you know what I'm saying, my boy B-Lo on this bitch. We gonna be talking that good stuff. More results, we're gonna catch up more, the whole 9 yards. Phil gonna be back. Man,
we can show you better, we can sell you. Exactly. So stay tuned, like, subscribe. Peace.